So we are discussing about the web APIs. Yesterday we discussed about the different APIs, web APIs, so web APIs and browser APIs and server APIs and third-party APIs. So then now, so we are discussing about the form validation APIs. Okay, so check validity yesterday we already seen. So then after that, set custom validity, set custom validity. Okay, so then set custom validity. So whenever we are using the check validity, it is giving the default validation like this. Yesterday we already seen, so we are not set any custom messages here. So automatically browser can give the direct validation messages. Okay, those are the default APIs. Okay, so when we enter, so it is showing, so value must be greater than or equal to 10, or when we give the 10, it is saying value is okay, input is okay. So then if you can enter more value, so then it is saying value must be less than or equal to 50. So then, so if you want to set custom messages, we have some methods. Okay, so first one is the custom error messages. First one is the custom error messages. Second one is the pattern mismatch. If we can mismatch our pattern, it is showing the if you want to set our custom messages, we can set using this pattern. Then range overflow, range underflow, step mismatch, too long, and type mismatch, value missing, and a valid. Okay, now we can see these values. This, give me a second. Okay, now we can see in this 4 or 5 things. We can see first one, we can see the valid one. So same thing I'm copying. So JS 99.60 here it is. So then let document that get element by id, document that get element by id, this is the one. So my val dot validity, my val dot my val dot validity dot dot range overflow, range range overflow. So if a range overflow, so then we can set the custom message. So my val dot, then here we can give the, here we can set the message. Then given input is, given input range is, range is more, more than, more. Okay, so this is one custom message if the range overflow. Okay, so if the range underflow again, so we can give the else if, else if. So then my validity is that validity range underflow. Okay, range range underflow. Okay, so this is one message. Here we can go given input, given input is hello. Okay, so then again else if, so then my val dot no val. Okay, so if you won't enter anything, you won't enter anything, what is the value here? Value missing, validity dot value missing. So then we can add, so document dot get element by id, please enter enter valid value. Okay, valid input. Okay, if the value is a valid, so then automatically, so we can enter inside of this one. So document.get element by id, given input is okay. 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 So this is the one. So I'm removing this ls. Please fill out this field. Why it is having? Please fill out this field. Where is alert? 99, right? 99. Okay. 99. So then what is happening? My validity. What happened? The range overflow is not a function. You can see. Okay. Please enter valid input. So then after that, if I can enter 1, so it is saying given input range is low. If I can enter more than given input range is more. So we can set the custom messages using these methods, using these properties. Custom error, pattern mismatch, range overflow, range underflow, step mismatch, too long, type mismatch, a value missing, type mismatch and value missing. Okay. So these are the properties for web APIs for validating the form. Okay. So this is the form validation APIs. So the next one is storage APIs. Storage APIs. For storage, so for storage we need a database. When it comes to the real time, so we need a database, either MySQL or MS SQL or MongoDB. We are having the different type of databases. So in that databases we can choose one in real time. So when it comes to, if you want to store the temporary data, so we cannot store every time temporary data into the database because of memory waste, and also so it is taking more time to store. Okay. So then for storing the temporary data, so in the browser we are having the different type of storage. So if you can see here, here, so local storage and session storage we are having. Okay, so these are the indexed DB, web SQL. So we cannot use when we interact with the Python, then PHP, that type of things. We can use this one. So when if we want to store the temporary data, so we can store either local storage or session storage, either local storage or session storage. So if we can suppose, so your Facebook, you are already logged into the Facebook or Gmail. So unfortunately, you close that browser. Unfortunately, you closed that browser, right? Not browser, that tab. Okay, again you are opening new tab whenever you are typing facebook.com or gmail.com. It is automatically login. Where, so because of it is storing in session storage, our username passwords are username, our session value is stored into the database. Sorry, not in session storage. So that's why it is automatically logged. Some of the browsers, if after closing the tab, it is automatically clears that session storage. So at the time we have to log in again. We have to log in again. Okay. So in general, all the browsers, when we close the browser only, then sessions are clear. Sessions are deleted automatically. So if you can close the tab, so it is not it is not closing the session. So whenever you are again opening the new tab, then if you can enter the URL, it is automatically by directly it is going to the application or profile pages. Okay, so then how we can store this local storage and session storage using web API storage? So we can store simple thing. Okay, so the web API, the web storage API is a simple syntax for storing and retrieving the data in the browser. It is very easy to store. It is very easy to store. So then we are having only one line: local storage dot set items. Local storage dot set items. Okay, so using that one, so we can store the data. Local storage dot set item. Okay, to get that one, so then we can get local storage dot get item, then we can display that value. Okay, so in this one, storage object properties and method, we are having a key and a length. Get item, set item, so this is the one. So set item, we have to pass the key name and value. So which key name you want to store in that one. Okay, so then that key value. Okay, remove item, clear all this, whatever we are storing using this clear method, then we can clear all those things. Okay, now we can see one by one those examples. This 100.html storage API examples. Okay, now here I am entering the name. Okay, so then, so not required min and max. Okay, my name, and then after that input type email, so then ID, my email. Okay, so then here name equal to my email. Here also name equal to my name. So this is my form. After submitting this one, I'm calling the button. Okay, so when calling this function, so I'm sending, so input dot my name. Okay, or name, document dot get element by ID, my name, is the ID. So then dot value, get the input value, so we have to use this one. So the next one, to get the email is the variable, and then document dot get element by ID, my email dot value. Okay, so we are getting the two values. So then after that, so I have to assign these values. Local storage dot set item. So we have to give the two parameters. One is the key, so for which key you want to store. For suppose I want to set a custom key, so here name already there. So then, so if you want to give the name, so then you can give it, it's not a problem. Okay, so then name comma, then value, then this value I am storing. So then after that, local storage dot set item, email. Okay, so then email. Okay, so two things I am placed. Clearing. So then function closed. Then now you can see it. You can see JS 100. Okay, we are having two values here, two inputs here. Placeholder, enter name, and here placeholder, enter email. Okay, so then here you know, there's a live tracks. Okay, so nothing is there inside of this one, nothing is there. Okay, so then print teja at mail.com. Okay, see here, so name and email teja at mail.com. Okay, so then again if you enter same thing. Okay, so because of it is storing with the same name. Okay, correct. So it is overriding the values. Now how I can get and display it here? So it is stored here, right? So then how I can get, when I reload this one, when I reload this one, so I am reloading this one. See again the values are having, right? So then how I can display these values in the browser? Okay, so to get those values, local storage dot get item. So we have to pass the key. So whatever key we are placed here, so we have to pass it. Okay, name. Okay, so then after that, name. Okay, so then local storage dot set item, email. email. Yes, we receive. Okay, so then how can I place into the browser? So we can print into the console.log same value. So document dot. So then let get our name print equal to. So then select email print equal to. So I am appending these two values, document dot get element by id, that is the id here, res. I am appending to this dot inner html equal to so name value stored in stored in what is this one, storage local storage. So then plus, then what is this one, name in name print, then again plus, then email value stored in local storage. Okay, plus email print. There's a live tracks and there's a at mail.com. Set item on storage to argument is required. What happened? Oh, get item. Now it is empty. we can write these things outside of the function, outside of the function. Okay, now you can see there's a like text. So then there's a at mail.com. Okay, there's a live tracks and email value stored in local null. Why null? Is a capital email. Now you can see we can put can put the BR here. Okay, there's a at mail.com is there. Okay, there's a at mail.com is there. Okay, clear. So this is the way, and this is the way we can print this one. It is having inside of this one, not required. And also we can place these two things outside. Okay, clear. Name value stored in local storage and name value stored in local storage. Okay, so this is the way we can set and get. Now we are setting and get. Right. So then how can we remove these things? How we can remove these two things? Okay, local storage that we are having the get and set is there. Remove item. If you want to remove one by one, so then we can use this using this one. So if you want to clear all those things, so then we can clear it. Okay, so clear, just we have to write the clear. Where is this one? Local storage dot clear. Okay, so after printing, it is automatically clears that one. Okay, so null, right? So now present is null. There is a tracks. So then after that, there is a at mail.com. It's having, so then right? Okay, after printing, it is automatically clears. So then now we can place inside of this one. It is automatically clear when reload. Okay, there is a at mail.com. Okay, when we reload this one, it is automatically clear. So if you won't write this one, so it won't clear those things. It won't clear those things. Teja, then teja at mail.com. So then now you can see. So when I reload this one, so the values are having same. Okay, clear. So this is the way we can set, get, and clear those values. Same thing, we are having the session also. We are having the session also. JS101.html. Same thing. So instead of using local storage, we can use the session storage. Okay. Instead of using local session storage. Okay. So same thing, session storage and session storage and this one. Okay. Now previously it is storing here. Now this those things are storing here. So now nothing is there. So then now you can see one at one. So this one and this one. Okay. Now you can see Peja and live@mail.com. Okay, see name and this one. Okay, so this is the way we can set and get the local storage and session storage values using JavaScript. Okay, so these are the storage web APIs. Storage web APIs. Okay, so the next one, fetch API. Next one is the fetch API. So fetching the value, fetching the content from the notepad, fetching the content from the notepad. How we can fetch the content from the notepad? We can see that. Yes. So fetch the content from the notepad. So just I'm copying this one. js102.html. Fetch using JS API. Okay. Let file. Let we have to create a sam.txt, either whatever it may be, sample.txt. So we have to create that txt file. So then we are fetching the content from that file. We are fetching the content from that file. First, what file you want to pick? So that one we are appending to one variable. Okay. After appending that variable, so then we are fetching the file, that file. So we are assigning that content, we are assigning that content into x variable. We are appending, we are assigning that content into the some x variable. Then after that we are appending this content, entire content, this demo id, demo dom. Here is our demo. Okay, here is our demo dom element, either paragraph or so h3. Okay, h3 102.html. Mostly this won't run because of we need to run from the server. So here we are having the, see, then is not defined. So then from origin null has been blocked by the cross policies. Okay, this is a security concern, so we have to run this one from the host, this server only, local server only. So then I'm copying this file, it's Apache already started. Okay, so then I'm taking this file, such as this one, html js 102. Okay, so I'm taking this one to htdocs. Here is my XAMPP server. Inside XAMPP server, this is the root folder of that server. So then, so here JS already there. So this is the one. And SAM is already there, sample. So we are placing the sample, right? So then welcome to the JavaScript browser API, and we are using the fetch method to get the text from the txt file. Okay. So then we have to change this name sample. Okay. So then we can run this one. Localhost /js slash 102. Happen then is not defined. Why? happened? Why it is not working? Fetch file. And we can see what happened. Yes. Oh, sorry. What is happening with this? Fetch file. So then that already there. So then why nice ID demo coming here. Fetch file. So then 10 x implies x dot method close. Then after that method then determined by ID dot inner HTML inner HTML equal to y. So then closed. Then script close. What happens here then? Dot is missing. Okay. Welcome to the JavaScript browser API, and we are using the fetch method to get the text from the txt file. Okay. Here it is that there is that sample. Here it is the sample. Okay. So then if we can change welcome to JavaScript. Okay. Paragraph closed. Now you can see. Save. Okay. So sometimes, so it will take some time to fetch that one. Okay. So it is storing some cache. So that's why. So I am opening in the incognito window, then I am refreshing. Okay. Clear. So this is the way we can get the fetch the content from the JavaScript. either the txt file or either document or whatever maybe. Okay, so then we can get the content from the other outside of the text files. Okay, so the next one is geolocation API, final one, geolocation API. So how we can get the geolocation API? Using how we can get the current location using the browser APIs. Okay, inbuilt browser is having geolocation APIs, so using that one only we can able to get the